Hi everybody, welcome to our market prep for week starting 9th of February. Last week was a very good week. We had a big run up in some stock, and we're going to be following up those stocks this week. The first one was SMCI. SMCI broke out following ending the previous, I think, 2 days before. And we can see a continuation in the move, indecision candle here closing at the green, followed by a strong move up, crossing the 50 days moving average. Crossing the 50 days moving average, that's a show of strength. And we got a continuation with a gap up the following day. Now you can see this is the previous day close and the previous day's high. Those two are so close, telling us that the price closed at almost the high of the day, which is good. This is what we want to see. And if you look at this as well, on Friday, this is the close on Friday, and that's the high, closing closing close to the highest of the day. This is at 80% of the move, or 85% of the move, which is exactly what we want to see. So we expect to see a follow up this week. Now, the volume here was lower than this. This is higher than the previous one, which is good. The indecision council was higher because there was a lot of buying and selling taking place. That's not what we really want to see. These are decisive candles. This tells me that the accumulation is still going on. The volume here is higher than that, right? And the average volume, and they're all well above average volume, which is good. The price closed almost at the all-time high. So what are we looking at on Monday? We're looking at price to either gap up a little bit, right? We expect price to gap up a little bit, maybe gap up this difference between the buy and sell opening around here, and then testing this level. This is the last rejection level following this price movement. So we expect a rejection at 38. Um, if we get past 38, we expect another resistance at 40, 43. No, sorry, 38 to 33, then 39.78, then 43.50, then 47.50. I don't expect us to get to this point tomorrow. So basically, we're looking for an open above this blue line, and then testing 38, 33, after which we might break and close at 39.78, which is very, very strong. So let's see what happens. Um, Monday we'll check the pre-market and see what the price dynamics are around this zone. And following that, we will make a decision on an entry on the opening bell. Thank you very much. Yeah, the second stock we're going to be reviewing today is AFRM. AFRM had ending last week, and it broke out on strong earning. So this is a very high volume, closing about 90% to the top of to the high of the day, which is quite good. We expect further accumulation on Monday or this week, because you can see this was 28 million shares sold, or transactions or volume on Friday. And if you come back here, look at the last time this happened, 28 million. We had a pullback for 1, 2, 3 days, and then we had a continuation. So, yes, maybe we might have a pullback, maybe to 72.21, and then a move up. But it's a good idea to continue having a look at this stock for the week. Let's go back again. You can see here as well a huge jump, right? It pulled back for a number of days to the night moving average, and then we had a continuation move. So we will be looking at this throughout this week. So let's see what happens tomorrow. Price broke out on Friday, and to the new high. I believe this is the new high. Let's check the weekly graph. Yeah, no, no, that's not the all-time high. Well, I think it's a 52 weeks high, which is significant as well. So it broke out, and if you look at the candle on the weekly candle, this is a filled weekly candle. Look at the difference between the close and the high and the close, which means there's a likelihood we'll get one or two more candles tomorrow on the daily. So let's see. Um, so we expect price to open maybe a little gap up and then move up. The reason why I believe this might still be moving up is number one, the volume that's was traded on Friday, and prior to that, we have one, two, three, four, five, six consolidation taking place, and there's been a consolidation for a while, right? Before the breakout, let's look at that consolidation on the weekly graph. See, price rose all the way up, came down, and then broke that high, and it held. It held, which is good. So let's see that we'll be watching that again tomorrow before the opening bell. So the opening bell will be checking the volumes, see what the volumes are, because the volume will tell you what's going on. If you look at Friday, let's see the 5 minutes prior to the open on Friday. That's the after hours. You can see a lot of trading taking place as if the market had opened. So this is what we want to be looking at. That tells us there's interest. It was selling off before the opening bell, but as soon as the bell opened, boom, it went. So we'll be looking at that. This can move in either direction, up or down, and you can see it's not that wiki, it's not that much of a wiki stock. When I say wiki stock, I mean that you don't see much wicks on the candle. You see clear, decisive, clean move. So once it takes direction in the uptrend, you can be sure that yes, it's going in the uptrend. And if it comes to the downtrend, you can be sure it's going in the downtrend. It's going in the downtrend. You don't see a lot of wicks. And look at this area where we have a bounce here. It was clear a move. So you can easily put your stop here and then take an entry on the break of the review up, although we don't have a significant move after that. Well, at the same time, it was a good trade. So um, let's keep it on the daily graph. Let's see what happens tomorrow to the market opening, and then we'll take it from there. Thank you very much. Hello, everybody. This is the third stock we're going to be watching this week, at least before we get new list of stocks that are removing tomorrow due to earnings or news. But this is from the stocks that were traded last week, and we expect a continuation. Why? This is Uber. Uber had earnings release. Prior to the release of earnings on Uber, Uber has been consolidating for quite a number of days, right? Up, down, up, down, up here, solid candle. News came in, earnings, broke earnings, got bought up. You can see the volume is quite high. Got bought up, and when it closed maybe 70% of the bar, which is still good. So, what are the areas we're looking at? The areas we're looking at tomorrow is this area. This is the last place we had a huge sell-off, and we see there's a gap between this point and that point. So, if we break this, we had a rejection there on Friday, 75.97. We expect the candle to breach that area tomorrow. So if we could do that easily, our next target is 79.26, because you can see there's a gap here. That gap needs to be filled. Once that is crossed, we're off to the raises to 80. So Uber is still a good play for tomorrow. Good volume. You can see accumulating volume. There was a sell here. I think that was a general market sell, and then it came back up accumulation. So there might still be some strong accumulation tomorrow. So we're looking at Uber. Uber is in play. Let's see what happens at the opening bell on the volume prior to the opening bell, and that tell us what we should be looking at. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. This is our last talk for the day for the market prep for starting on the 9th of February. OKLO. OKLO has been strong, and you can see strong bars on the daily. The MACD is positive. The volume sold is below average, and the last volume is quite lower than the last buy. So we are in a good trend. What are we looking at tomorrow? I think OKLO is a high of, yeah, all-time high. Wow, that's good. All-time high is good. So OKLO is at all-time high. So basically, what are we looking at? We're looking at a break of um, the pre-market high on Friday and another move leg up, maybe one or two leg up. But OKLO looks promising. I will check the volume before the opening bell. You can see ascending volumes, which is strong. A lot of consolidation prior there. Now price begins to move up, which is good. OKLO trades quite well. If you're looking at the 5 minute trading candle, it's a very clean stock. You can see there's no, even though it was trading sideways, there wasn't a lot of wicks on the candle. Clean, 2 minutes, enter here, out here, and your day is done. So basically, that's what we're looking at tomorrow. Um, Let me wrap this up now, and then I'll come back tomorrow before the opening bell and do my analysis to see if the stock is in play. Thank you very much, and cheers.